Beautiful introduction. It's so nice to be here, guys. Can you just type in a yes if you can hear me and see me okay? Let me know that the technology is working well. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. Okay, amazing. Well, yeah, I'm super excited to dive deep with you guys. And firstly, a massive, massive congratulations for saying yes and for being here. I'm super excited for you to dive into the layers of the quest, and there is a lot in there. So, my intention over these calls, these bonus calls, really, which we're giving you guys, is to really give you some pieces and some accelerated activations in order to support you as you go through all of that course content and allow you to simply speed up your results and accelerate all of this even faster and faster and faster. So if you haven't yet started diving into the full manifestation quest, I really encourage you to do that, because I'm not going to spend time today talking about my story or going into the fundamentals of manifesting, because that's all in there. Okay, these are the more advanced acceleration pieces. So you guys got to vote around what you would love this first session to be on, and the overarching votes was for manifesting financial abundance. So we're going to deep dive into that. I have a live immersive experience for you, which is going to be completely unique, one of a kind, never to be repeated anywhere else, specifically channeled and designed for you guys. And before we get into that, I would love to give you, firstly, a little bit of context around some pieces which we're going to be going into with the activation, so you can hold your intention and be present to that, and then also know what's happening a little bit as we go through the flow. All right. So the first piece around this, when it comes to manifesting the next layer of financial abundance or wealth in your life, is to get absolutely crystal clear on what it is that you actually desire. You're going to hear me go on and on about this in the quest, because it's not enough just to say financial abundance or more money or anything like that. It's too vague. You know, the universe turns around and says, well, what is it that you actually desire? So this is your opportunity through this activation today to actually look at, where do you want to focus your energy? Now, you might focus this on a 1 week money goal that you have, maybe a 1 month money goal, maybe it's your yearly alignment when it comes to financial abundance. You can choose where you want to play with this. Any moment between the next week or so versus a year out from now is going to be absolutely perfect and work really well, this activation. Okay, so take a moment right now just to tune in and have that alignment. What is that figure and by when? Right? Money loves clarity. It loves precision. It loves being super, super, super clear on what is it that you're actually looking to manifest and why. For what purpose do you desire that money? Is it just so you can get all the cash out at the bank and roll around on the floor and be like, look at all the money that I have? Probably not, right? That money is actually just the vehicle to unlock what we desire to manifest in our reality, right? It's the vehicle to unlock where we want our resources to flow. So we've also got to be really clear and specific around, okay, well, why? Why do we actually have this driving energy forward into our lives? So deeply through this activation, what I will then take you through once you've grounded into that intention is a set of clearing protocols. Because the thing is, if this money is not in your life right now, then there are things within you that are slowing the manifestation of that down, that are blocking it, that are stopping it, that are it's slowing down the manifestation process. So this clearing protocol that I'm going to guide you through is going to support you in releasing the parts of you and the blocks and the limitations within you, which is slowing down the process. And again, this goes hand in hand with everything and all of the activations and all of the teachings within the manifestation quest. This will be a deeper dive for you. And if you haven't done the quest yet, it's okay. You can do this in any order, but just know that they go hand in hand and they go together. So we're going to be looking around clearing and releasing elements like scarcity, for example, fear, doubt, having your system in contraction. We know that our internal reality is 80% of the game. Why? Because it then creates the external reflections in our life. So if we are creating external reflections of there being, say, not enough money, or not enough of the financial abundance that we desire, or not hitting those money goals and targets, or not scaling our business to where we want it to be, then most people run around in their life and go, well, let me just work harder. Let me try this thing. Let me do 10 different strategies. And they spin and they spin and they spin. And then there's another person who goes, oh, hang on, this is all a reflection of what's going on within me. What if I condition myself from the inside out to become a full and complete energetic match for what I'm actually looking to call in? So through this process, you will have the opportunity to start clearing some of these pieces, to start upgrading some of these pieces, and actually having your system release these things that have been slowing down the process in order to create more space within you for what you're actually looking to hold. Just give me a yes if this is making sense. And I know I'm throwing you guys in the deep end here, but you're in an advanced group. I can feel that you get it. Yes, amazing. All right, I see you guys. So another piece that I want to bring in and touch on today, which I also go deep on in the quest, is raising your level of tolerance, because this goes hand in hand with manifesting financial abundance. We don't necessarily get in life what we dream about, but we do get what we're willing to tolerate. Okay, we don't necessarily get in life what we dream about, but we do get what we are willing to tolerate. And if you're not sure what you're tolerating right now in your life, look at your life, look at your money, look at your cash flow, look at your savings account, look at your assets, look at your wealth, look at your current reality. Not from judgment, not from beating yourself up, not from a place of, oh my goodness, why is it still like this? Just look at it, curious, raw, and real. And from that place of awareness, you realize, okay, this is my minimum standard. This is what I have tolerated in my past that has accumulated into right now. Now, here's the good news. Your future and where you're going has nothing to do with your past. Most people think that their past equals their future. Oh, I've always been like this with money, which means that my money is going to always be like that. Not true. That's a story and that's a program. Most people are copy pasting their past into their future unconsciously. But when you take your power back and you realize, hang on, my now and my present moment that I'm at right now is simply an accumulation of all of my past beliefs and decisions and conditionings and all of these pieces around money. And what if now was an opportunity to actually shift this and create a different future and a different reality? What if right now was the moment to go, oh, wow, this is what I've been tolerating, and I no longer choose to tolerate this. I no longer choose to tolerate this as my minimum standard. And what if you were super clear on your vision and where you were going, but you also committed to raising up this minimum standard? Right? This is where people miss this of manifestation. They're focused on their vision. They're doing visioning work all day, but they're not raising up their minimum standard. Now, your minimum standard doesn't mean necessarily that you're broke and you're struggling and everything's terrible. Your minimum standard could be a substantially large amount of money that you've been capped at, that you then say, oh, okay, I am grateful for that, and that's my minimum standard, and I no longer tolerate that. I now choose to raise this up, so that I can become the vessel to receive even more financial resources to allocate them into the places that I desire in my life, ultimately to change my life and the lives of others and leave this world a better place. Okay, give me a yes if this is making sense, because we're also going to be working on an energetic level through the activation around shifting this minimum standard. Yes, amazing. All right, perfect. And then the next piece in the activation that we will anchor in together is actually integrating the frequency of your money goal being done. Because again, we are energetic beings and we are imprinting into our reality the frequency that's going on within us. So if we're operating from a place of, I really hope the money goal will manifest, or it would be great to maybe one day, someday, somehow receive this amount of money, then your money will always be imprinted slightly into your future, not into your near future, not into your right now. In order to actually receive the money and have it imprint into your field right now, what is important is that you become a full and complete energetic match with no blocks and limitations holding you back, raising up that minimum standard and allowing yourself to actually be in a place where you embody the vibration of it being done. Often with my private clients, they'll hit a money goal and they'll write to me and go, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I just had my first $100,000 month. And I will often write back and say, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. Of course you did. And my response is often, of course, because I'm holding them in a frequency of, yes, that's your normal. Yes, even though that seemed like such a big goal a few months ago. Yes, of course, because that's who you are. That's what you chose. That's your birthright. That's just how it gets to be. So feel the difference between the energy of, oh, I wish, hope, pray, maybe someday that would be amazing if I could be so fortunate to maybe manifest X, versus I choose this right now in every single cell of my being, because it's me, it's my birthright. It's what I choose, and I'm a powerful manifester, a sovereign being of light, completely in control of my reality. And from this place, I say yes to being the vessel to receive this layer of financial abundance. Just type in a yes if you can feel the difference within you, even just hearing that, of those two different frequencies. This is something that's available to all of you. We're going to activate this in the activation. And remember, the choice of that frequency, the frequency, I call it the frequency of it being done, is only ever one thought away. We're going to do it in this activation, but you don't need the activation. You can stop throughout your day and realize, wow, I'm in this energy of doubt, or I'm in this energy of hoping something will happen. Stop, recalibrate, and breathe. It is done. I choose that it is done with every single cell of my being. I anchor that in. I root that into my system right now. I choose that. I say yes, and so it is. Holy moly, yes. Frequency of being done. Everything is only one thought away. Beautiful, family. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are now going to dive into this activation. For those of you who haven't been on an activation with me before, welcome. This is going to be fun. You can do this as a closed eye, or if you feel to have your eyes open, you're totally welcome to as well, but it is really powerful often if you close your eyes and go within. I'm going to be using a lot of different tools and modalities to guide you through this, everything from my method of energetic architecture through to using different modalities of breath and sound and meditation and alchemy and everything in between. You don't need any prior experience to activate this and to make this work. The difference between a meditation and an activation is we're not necessarily trying to get into a Zen meditation state where all of a sudden there's no thoughts in our head. We're actually utilizing our mind and our system to come in and work through the energetic field, which stores all of the information within your system. And we're looking to activate what's already there within you. So this is not about becoming something you're not. This is not about trying to receive some sort of energy that you didn't have before. This is about waking up you and allowing you to simply be the best, most awesome, most powerful, most abundant, most financially rich version of you that's available to you right now by actually activating what's lying dormant, right? By activating what's sitting underneath the surface. Okay. So is everyone good to dive into that? I'm going to switch my microphone and head on into my sound studio prior. Just give me a yes if everyone's clear, if there's any high level questions, and let me switch my mic and then we will just test the audio. Okay, great. All right, testing, testing, testing. Can you let me know if you can hear the sound here? Let me check. Yes, not so good. Okay, let me know how the sound is now. Sound is a little low, sounds far away, a little low volume. Okay, let me just adjust one thing and come right back to you. Let me know about this. How is that sounding? Testing the sound. If not, I'm going to call my amazing sound engineer who will be here in 10 seconds. Sounds good, great. Okay, let me check one thing because I don't know if it's still picking up through this mic or not. Let me know if you guys can hear the sound bowls and this at the same time. Okay, sounds good. All right, and let me check one more thing. Let me see if you can hear now the sound through here, the music, and also the microphone. Okay, we're just gonna get this all switched on right now. Let me know now if you have music and voice. Music and voice, testing, testing, testing. No voice. No voice. Barely hear the voice. Voice is very distant. Okay. Making one more adjustment. We're making one more adjustment here. Testing, testing. Danny, can you please check on Zoom that it's switched over to the other system? That's the last thing to check. They're saying it was better before. Yeah, I think we need to switch it over here. Give us 1 second, guys. Okay. How's this now, guys? Can you hear the voice? Can you hear the music? Let me know. Better? Okay, good. Okay, good. And the music should just be, quiet in the background, not like very loud music. Good sound. Voice is coming through better. Better. Okay. Some of you are saying you can't hear my voice. Some of you can. It's very strange. All right. Good. Yeah. And Danny, let's just turn the reverb down just a little bit, please. Yeah, music should be very faint and small. Okay. All right. Still saying they can hardly hear me. Okay, we're waiting, just doing one more final adjustment just to check. Testing, testing, testing. Okay. Now let me know if the voice is louder and clear. Okay, voice is sounding good. Good. Perfect. Now tell me if I turn this up. Can you hear music and voice? Have we nailed it? Music good? Yes. Okay. Looks like we're working now, Danny. Maybe just stay here for the next little bit. Perfect. Okay. Thank you for your patience, guys. Super appreciate it. We're going to start deep diving into this activation right now. I'm going to have the music very low. It's a frequency, so you should be able to actually hardly hear it. It's just more energetic in the background, okay? Beautiful. Good. Yeah, some people are suggesting if you put headphones on, if you have them, that sound quality is even more amazing. I would recommend that. It's never the best just through computer headphones, okay? The activation is going to be around 25-30 minutes, roughly. Headphones sounds great. Amazing. Okay, family, well, let's get started. Take a moment to just ground into this place and into this space and into this moment. And allow yourself right now to either sit or lie in a comfortable position, allowing yourself to gently close your eyes and turn inwards. That's right. Beautiful. And as you allow yourself to gently drop into this place, in this space, you allow yourself to gently tune into your divine intention when it comes to activating the next level of financial abundance in your life and in your reality. That's right. And as you allow yourself to gently tune into this intention, that's right. Allow yourself to gently drop down even deeper and deeper and deeper into this space of activation, of deep remembrance. Good. As you gently allow a red laser beam to shoot down from your tailbone all the way, anchoring you, grounding you, solidifying you into the crystalline core of the earth, and simultaneously allowing a golden laser beam of light to shoot up through your crown, connecting you right now to your unique soul star, allowing you to be guided, grounded, present, protected, and supported, heaven on earth embodied right here, right now. That's right. Good. And from this place of openness and awareness, take a moment to invoke your guides, beings of light of the highest vibration, divinely assigned to supporting you in the full and complete embodiment of your divine intention. You may be familiar with working with your guides, or you may just simply know that they are here with you, working through you in this space now. Either way is absolutely perfect. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Beautiful. And as you ground even deeper into the space, allow yourself to gently lean into that intention one more time. What is it that you desire when it comes to financial abundance? What is it that you are looking to solidify, ground, and activate through this activation right now, specifically with the money in your life? What is that specific amount that you are calling in? That's right. Allow yourself to gently breathe into that right here, right now. Beautiful. And from this place of openness and awareness, with your intention anchored, grounded, and solidified through you right here, right now, allow yourself to now gently be present to anything within you that has been slowing you down, blocking you, or stopping you from the full and complete embodiment of your divine intention when it comes to financial abundance. Beautiful. And then from this place, you may notice that you may be aware of some of these blocks and these limitations in your day-to-day reality. Or maybe some different blocks and limitations are coming to the surface right now. As you allow yourself to gently be present to any fears, any self-doubt, any times you have not fully backed yourself when it comes to financial abundance. Any scarcity programs and frequencies through your system. Any layers of contraction when it comes to money. Allow yourself to be present to all of that right here, right now. That's right. And as you gently allow these blocks and these limitations to accumulate, you allow themselves to gather right now within your solar plexus. Allowing yourself right now to gather all of these blocks and all of this information within your solar plexus right here, right now. That's right. As you allow yourself to surrender even deeper and deeper and deeper into this space. That's right. And as you allow yourself to now sync and recalibrate even deeper and deeper and deeper into this place, into this space, into this openness and awareness right here, right now, you allow yourself to simply allow all of these blocks and limitations to accumulate into your solar plexus, allowing them to form a dense, dark, heavy ball. Beautiful. And as all of this accumulates into this dense, dark, heavy ball, go ahead and simply request that your unconscious now gathers any information that has been blocking you, stopping you, slowing you down, or holding you back. Any information that maybe you haven't even consciously been aware of. That's right. And as all of this gathers within your solar plexus, you may feel this ball filled with all of your blocks and limitations getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier right now. And from this place in this space, go ahead and simply request that this ball, this dense, dark, heavy ball in your solar plexus filled with all of your blocks and all of your limitations now drops, dissolves, shifts, clears, alchemizes out of your system right here, right now, until it's hovering just above you and just before you. That's right. You may see this dense, dark, heavy ball. You may feel it. You may just simply know that it has left your system right now. Either way is absolutely perfect. That's right. Go ahead and request that any final energy that is hanging out within your energetic field that has been blocking you, slowing you down, holding you back from the full and complete embodiment of your divine intention, go ahead right now and gently request that all of that information now continues to gather, joining the ball right here, right now. Beautiful. And now go ahead and gently bear witness to this ball and simply notice as you request for it to spin, which way is it spinning? Does it spin left or right or up or down? Go ahead and spin it faster and faster and faster. And now slow the spinning down, slowing it down, 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 until it stops spinning. Now spin it in the opposite direction. That's it. Spin it in the opposite direction, allowing it to go faster and faster and faster, even if it feels slightly weird or uncomfortable. That's right. Spin it faster and faster and faster as it accelerates even more and more and more and more until it begins to turn into a beautiful golden ball of light before you, shifting, alchemizing, transmuting, completely recalibrating and recoding before your very consciousness right here, right now. That's right. Good. And now from this place, go ahead, this spinning ball of golden white light, make it bigger and bigger and bigger. That's it. Grow it right now. And now allow it to expand, getting even larger and larger, and now change the density, making it lighter and lighter and lighter as it fills with more light right here, right now. As you gently begin to remember the alchemist that you are, the master manifester that you are, your own unique capacity to gather up all of your blocks, all of your limitations, everything that has been holding you down, slowing you down, and holding you back from the full and complete manifestation of your divine intention. And from this place, you begin to remember that you have shifted and changed the geometric structure of all of these blocks and limitations, transforming them into pure golden white light. That's right. And from this place, in this space, in this intention, go ahead and gently hover this golden ball of spinning golden white light right above your head, right above your crown, right here, right now. And gently allow it to now drop down even deeper and deeper until it begins to gently enter your full body system. Coming down, 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 deeper and deeper right now until it is touching the very top of your head. That's it, touching the top of your crown. Coming down and illuminating the brain center as it drops into your head right now, dropping down, 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 even deeper and deeper, and then coming down and dropping into your throat. Waking up and activating this portal, this vortex, activating your capacity to speak your truth when it comes to financial abundance associated with this money goal to yourself and to others. That's it. This spinning ball of golden white light begins to drop down even deeper and deeper and deeper until it is resting gently within the center of your heart. That's right. And as it gently rests and settles within the center of your heart, from this place, allow this ball of spinning golden white light to implode into every single cell of your being, allowing every single cell to wake up and receive the light codes of the divine information associated inside this beautiful golden spinning ball that has imploded into every single cell of your being as every single cell begins to wake up, wake up, wake up. Opening up and creating even more space right now, even more space to hold the divine frequency of the wealth, the money, the financial abundance that is looking to anchor through you and be embodied right here, right now. Working deeply at a DNA level right here, right now. Allowing any old DNA that is outdated and no longer in alignment with the full and complete embodiment of this divine intention to drop, dissolve, and clear and shift. Allowing it to gently drop, dissolve, clear, and shift out of your system, out of your reality. And allowing your new DNA to wake up, come online, anchor, stabilize, and embody with ease, with grace, and with flow. At a deep cellular level, we begin to shift and recalibrate into the new level of tolerance as you allow your entire system right now to gently remember that it is safe to receive this amount of money, that it is safe to raise your minimum standard, that it is safe and it is your birthright to shift your level of tolerance, allowing yourself to open up to receive even more abundance right here, right now. Because it is who you are. Because you are choosing it right now with every single cell of your being. And from this place, you allow yourself to gently remember how good it feels to raise your minimum standard, to surrender and open up into the next layer of this next layer of tolerance. As you begin to remember that you are a master manifester and your capacity to manifest specific amounts of money, specific amounts of financial abundance activates through your system right now with ease, with grace, and with flow. Allow every single cell of your being to vibrate with the frequency of having already received your intention right now. You You may notice certain visions come to you, knowing that across time and space you have already received this amount of money. That's right. And from this place, you allow yourself right now to let this frequency vibrate through every single cell of your being. As you allow yourself to gently remember, it is done, it is done, it is done. I am a master manifester, choosing right now to surrender into receiving this amount of financial abundance with ease, with grace, and with flow. I choose to remember that the more money I receive, the more money I receive. And I choose to remember that it's easy and effortless for me to manifest the money that I desire. I choose to believe that every time I anchor into my intention, it shows up even earlier than I expect. I am a magnet for money. I always manifest the financial abundance that I desire with ease, with grace, and with flow. The money that I am looking to embody is always one thought away. And I anchor it and stabilize it and recalibrate it through my system with ease, with grace, and with flow. I am a master manifester. I am a master manifester. I am a master manifester. I choose to remember that money is simply energy. And I allow that energy to flow and stabilize and embody through my life right here, right now. It is always easy for me to manifest the money that I desire. I am a magnet for financial abundance. I am a magnet for financial abundance. I am a magnet for financial abundance. As you gently allow yourself to breathe the frequency of your divine intention, the specific amount of money being done, breathe it through your heart. With every breath that you take in, you are allowing this frequency of it being done, it being done, it being done to stabilize, anchor, ground, and root through your system. As your entire system right now syncs and recalibrates and becomes a true and complete energetic match for what you are looking to call in. That's right. You may feel the pulsation of this frequency through your system, or you may just simply know that it is happening right now. Either way is absolutely perfect. And as all of these shifts and upgrades and layers of transformation ground and stabilize and root into your system right now, allow them to grow roots into your field, just like an ancient tree roots herself into the ground. I decree and declare that all of these shifts, upgrades, and layers of deep transformation and remembrance and activation continue 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, until they are fully actualized, stabilized, embodied, integrated, and complete. And may they take place and embody through your system with ease, with grace, and with flow. As you take a moment to thank your guides, beings of light of the highest vibration, divinely assigned to supporting you in this mission. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up, for guiding us, for being here, for supporting us in doing this work. And as you thank the beautiful Mind Valley tribe, being here today live and also across the recording, stabilizing this field, anchoring in all of this work together, witnessing each other as we shift and upgrade into the next layer of financial abundance, the full and complete embodiment of the money that we have called in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful tribe, beautiful community, beautiful Mind Valley. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And taking a moment to thank yourself. Beautiful sovereign being of light that you are. Powerful manifester that you are. You are the alchemist, the shaman, and the manifester that you've been looking for. Take a moment in your own way to thank yourself. Love yourself, respect yourself, and honor yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So as all of these shifts and upgrades and transformations roots and stabilize and ground into your system, you allow yourself to gently be present to your breath, be present to your current awareness, allowing yourself to come back into your body, back into your own consciousness, back into the portal of your heart, having so much gratitude for yourself, so much gratitude for your soul, so much gratitude for your process, knowing that however it was for you is absolutely perfect and exactly how it needed to be in order for you to unlock and shift into these next layers. And as you gently allow yourself to breathe into your belly, expanding all that energy through your heart, as you gently begin to open your eyes, you allow yourself to be fully awake, integrated, present, available, with so much love and so much gratitude. Welcome back. And as you take a moment just to stabilize back into this field, into your life, into your reality, go ahead and just type through one word around what came up for you, one word around something that activated. I see you guys. There's a lot of comments moving fast. Beautiful, precision, magical, peace, glorious, expansion, golden, lighter, clarity, bigger, joy in the heart. Beautiful. Is it normal to not remember much of what happened? Yes, that can happen. Sometimes the conscious mind rather, needs to get out of the way so the unconscious can do its work through the field. Certainty, magical, energizing. Yes, shifts through the body, orgasmic buzzing, different outlook, peace, expansion, tears, certainty, deep work, moving, light, belief, abundance, substance, positive. Good work, everybody. Amazing. Well, make sure you look after yourself. This is a really deep activation, a lot of shifts, and they will continue. If you heard me, they will continue through your system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week until they're stabilized, integrated, and complete. So we opened the portal and now the process keeps going. So really listen to yourself around what you need. Maybe you need stillness and silence after this. Maybe you need to move your body. Maybe you need to sleep or have a nap. Really trust your rhythm and trust your flow. Make sure you look after your body as well, your vessel. Give it the water that it needs. Water really helps with these activations and just clearing and upgrading as we go into this. Thank you for your patience with the sound while we switched everything around. Sometimes when the energies are so strong with a group and a vortex that are looking to come through, we can have some interesting technical pieces. And it was extra interesting because half of you were saying you were fine. The other half was saying that you were having some challenges. So we were doing our best to switch and to change different things and to make sure you had the best experience possible. And also just really trusting that whatever experience you did have was perfect for you. Okay, amazing. So Mind Valley crew, I think we can maybe jump into some questions now. I will hand back over to you guys.
Most certainly we can. And what we can do is have people put some questions in the chat. Unfortunately, we don't have the Q&A version on this chat right now, but I will scroll through and I'll pick some of the questions out and I'll copy them and read them to Regan. Is that okay? Makes it easier than, or would you prefer great. Having people on the microphone?
No, I think we'll get more done probably if it types through.
Yeah. I agree. So let's just take a moment to allow some of these questions to come through. And I will. Do we need to listen to the recording every night?
No,
That's
you don't
one
have to.
question.
Yeah, you don't have to. However, you can't overdose on these activations and they tend to work in layers. It's almost like, if someone goes to the gym just once versus never again, they're going to end up with a different physical result than someone that goes maybe 4 or 5 times a week. So it's not a set thing where you must listen to it every night, but tune in and ask yourself, is this good and useful for me to listen to right now? And maybe it is useful every night to listen until it's not, and then you would stop, right? And generally you would stop when it actually manifests. So you also have all the other tools in the quest, remember? So you're working in with those, and maybe you're up to day 7 and there's an activation there. Maybe you feel called to do this one once a week and then you're doing that other one each night. So trust your flow and your rhythm. Only you will really know the answer to that, but just know that you can't overdose, basically.
Beautiful answer. I have another one from Tillman, and it says, I did your advanced manifesting activation on Mind Valley many times, but I never got any results. Why and what to do about it?
Yeah, great question. So, I mean, this is a very personal question. Obviously, without knowing you or working with you intimately or looking in your field or seeing the blocks, it could be a number of different things. But what I feel when I tune into that and what I tune in is that there's still just things to upgrade within your system. So remember at the beginning of the call, we said, if the money hasn't shown up now, then there's things within you that need to be cleared, shifted, and aren't fully recalibrated to that. In terms of what to do about it, I would keep going and really tune in if the money goal that you're setting is aligned. Okay, because sometimes if we create a goal from our mind and we think, okay, this is like the biggest number I can think of, for example, and you write that down and you're like, that's my money goal, but that's not an aligned goal because it's not in alignment with your soul. You actually maybe don't need that much money, for example. Maybe you need a third of that money. Then it's a misaligned goal, which means it's simply going to be a lot harder for it to manifest. So tune in and ask yourself, really, what is the aligned number? And you can break it down into stepping stones. So for example, through that activation, if you, let's say you had a goal of $60,000 and maybe it hasn't shown up right now, break it down. Well, you need to manifest 20 before you can manifest 60. And then you need to manifest 40 before you can manifest 60. So break it down into the layers and the steps. And the more that you set yourself really achievable goals and you do it, the more your system's going to go, oh, wow, I can do this. And you create this proof in your life that you can do this as a manifester. And like, again, working out at the gym, your muscles, your energetic muscles are going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. You'll get better and better at doing this, and you'll get even faster and faster. So that's what I would be doing. I would break it down into the steps and then work with the micro pieces until you turn around and you've manifested that bigger goal. Yeah.
That amazing, good question and a great answer. Thanks so much, because we often so often pick numbers that other people choose for us, right? And then we just think they're for us, and they don't always align. I've done that so many times myself. I just want to share quickly from my experience in that activation. I just had this realization in the solar plexus that my mum's side of the family, there was I would go to prison with that much money, and it would bring shame upon the family. So it's just such a great awareness, and I could feel the energy shifting. So thank you, Regan.
Wow, it's so beautiful. Thanks for doing that work. Yeah.
Absolutely. So got a question from Aviva. How do we know when our vision is coming from the soul and heart space or from our head space?
Yeah, great question. So only you will know this. Tune in and ask. And if you have, for example, a vision or a money goal, write it down and look at it and ask, is this my soul's alignment? Is this coming from my soul, or is this from my mind? Generally, if it's from the mind, there might be a whole lot of reasons around why it's this and da da da. And the mind wants to prove, it wants to defend, it wants to be right, it wants to be like, this is the thing, right? Often with the soul, it's not that logical. It could be, but more often than not, it's not that logical. Often when something's from the soul, it's like, you know what? I just feel this is right. I feel this is for me. So tune in, and this takes practice, obviously, building this discernment. But the more you start asking yourself these questions, the better you're going to get at this. So a few ways you can do this. Practice this outside of money and out. So, for example, someone invites you to go to a party on Friday night, and they're telling you, you have to come. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be free food and free drinks and the most amazing people. And the minute they ask you, your gut, it's like, ugh, I don't want to go. You feel a no, right? But then the mind comes, and the mind's like, but it's going to be amazing. And here's 50 reasons why you should go. So you're like, oh, okay. And you convince yourself to go. What happens, guys? You know the end of the story. You go and you have the worst night in the world, right? And you're sitting there at the party and you're like, I didn't listen. I didn't listen to my soul. Even though there were 50 reasons from the mind as to why this is awesome, the soul was like, I have one reason. It's not in your path. Don't go. Or maybe it is to go, and vice versa, right? And so when we have these scenarios, practice checking in on this and then learn where you got it right and where you didn't. You can learn so much by looking back at your past and be like, oh, that I got a nudge around that. My intuition told me that was my soul, but my mind kicked in, or vice versa. And you can train yourself on this discernment from witnessing where you got it right and where you got it wrong. And you can't do this from a place of judgment, just from a place of pure curiosity. Yeah.
Amazing. I love that. Beautiful reminder. Got another question. I love this question, by the way. I think this is always useful for everybody. I was a bit distracted during the session. Is it worth repeating?
I would go through it again. Yeah, if you did get distracted, and again, sometimes the mind can pull us out. Just know that, on an energetic level, it is still working. Even if you sat yourself in this room and there were 10 distractions, just know, even just being in the space, it is working. But to go into the deeper layers, it is great to go in without external distractions. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you. And from Letitia, I have some headache left. What should I do?
A headache, did you say?
A headache.
Okay, drink water, firstly. And also, that's not normal. Now, it's not that if you didn't get a headache, it didn't work. I don't expect you all to have headaches. However, it can happen, right? Sometimes you could have a headache. Sometimes you could feel a little bit even nauseous in your stomach. Sometimes you could feel like you have so much energy, you want to go run around and go to the gym, and it's 10 p.m. at night and you're like, what is going on? So often we can have these interesting physical sensations. All that is energy in motion that's shifting and moving through your system. So tune into the headache and give yourself physically what you desire, aka more water. Maybe you want like a hot compress on it, or do what you do whenever you get headaches. But beyond that, ask yourself, ask your head, what is this showing me? What is clearing through this headache right now? What energy is releasing out of my brain, of my mind, of my head, of past programs that I'm clearing? Because maybe there's also a message in that headache, right? Anything physical that's going on in our life, it's always a reflection of what's going on energetically. So when we move a lot of energy, this is why these things can happen. This is also why maybe some of you are like, wow, I just feel awesome. I feel inspired. I feel on purpose. I feel like clear in my body and my system, because that's a reflection also of some of the things. So some of you guys are activated in that way. Some of you might still be clearing and releasing, and that's great. Tune into it, see if there's a message there for you to unlock, and give your system what it needs to be supported.
Beautiful, thank you. We've only got a little bit of time left, so maybe two more questions, but this next question I think is brilliant. It's from Nora, and it says, is it normal for action items to keep coming up during the activations? Is that a distraction from the unconscious work, or is it inspiring action?
It's great. It could be either. It could be either, and it totally depends. So again, empowering you to tune into that, right? It could be the mind going absolutely crazy, being like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, trying to pull you out of the work. Now, chances are, if they're action items unrelated to what you're working on, chances are they're a distraction. You need to feed the dogs. You need to do this with the kids. Hang on. That's not relevant right now. We're here. And you bring it back, right? You train yourself to bring it back. If they're related to what you're activating, they're most likely inspired pieces of intuitive guidance, of your guides being like, you need to call that person, you need to go right, you need to do this, but they'll be related in some way to what you're actually working on. So tune in and ask yourself. It's a great question. You're right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Regan. Because of the time, I know there were some other really great questions in the chat, so apologies that we couldn't get to all of those. However, I want to remind everyone we got another call every week. So this is the first. We've got 3 more calls over the next weeks, same time. And you'll find the information on Telegram links and in the emails. Do make sure you join. You know how amazing this was, being all together at the same time here, experiencing this amazing activation. So do that. Make sure you join the Telegram group and the WhatsApp if you need the announcements through WhatsApp. Telegram has chat feature as well. And then we also have the resources document. You can find all of those in the chats, in the announcements groups. We're also going to take a poll tomorrow, and we're going to find out what everybody collectively wants to work on for the next call. As you know, Regan loves to work in the present moment with the energy that's there. So we're going to send a poll out probably tomorrow, just give a bit of space for tonight, and then we can decide together what we want for next week. So thanks, everyone. Thank you, Regan, so much for your time and energy, and everyone else for your time and energy. It's been an amazing, amazing call. And thank you for sharing your gifts.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. Love
See
you
you
so
later,
much.
everyone.